Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So for this recording, I'm going to talk about the infimum and supremum. So these two describe the greatest lower bound and the least upper bound of numbers respectively. The infimum is the greatest lower bound. The greatest lower bound. Then the supremum is the least upper bound. So the infimum and the supremum may or may not belong in the set. So let's just visualize this. So let's say A, B. So this is our set. This is our set. So we know that when they exist, the small letter m, which is less or equal to x, and the capital letter M, which is no, that's small. The capital letter N is greater or equal to x, where x is the element of S. Okay, so these are the all values of x. Okay, all values of x. Now there is a lower bound which is less or equal to x. So here, to be specific, it is less or equal to a. So the lower bound is less or equal to a. Then the upper bound is greater or equal to b. Okay, it is greater or equal to b. So this is the upper bound. So when we are talking about the infimum and the supremum, we say to all these upper bounds, let's say let's first look at the infimum. These are the upper bounds of this set, sorry, the lower bounds of this set, and these are the upper bounds of this set. Okay, so the infimum is the greatest. So this is smaller than this one. This one is smaller than this one. So the greatest here is this part. Okay, the greatest here is this part. This is the greatest. So this will be the infimum of S. Okay, so this is the infimum of S. So here we have these upper bounds. These are the upper bounds. So the the least upper bound, so the smallest upper bound, so this one is greater than this one, and this one is greater than this one. So we're looking at the smallest, the least, so we find it here. So this is the least upper bound. So now we are going to name this least upper bound as the supremum of S. Okay, so this is the supremum and the infimum of S. This is how we determine the infimum and the supremum. Okay, now let's consider this example. So let's say S is equal to 1 over n, and n is defined as an element of natural numbers. Okay, this is how we define uh, okay, sorry, yes, this is how we define our S. Then what now? We're going to plug in, so we know the set of natural numbers. The set of natural numbers is 1, 2, 3 to infinity, right? To infinity. Okay, so now to be more specific to of this set, we can like plug in our values of n. So if we plug in 1 here, it's going to be 1 over 1, which is 1. And then we plug in our 2, it's going to be 1 over 2. Plug in our 3, it's going to be 1 over 3. Plug in our 4, it's 1 over 4. Then it continues. Now we can see that we have a set which looks like this. So we have 1, this is our 1, and these values here are less than 1. So we find these values here. We find these values here. Okay, we find these values here. They are less than 1. So and these values, they approach 0. Let's say this is our 0. And this set S, doesn't contain a 0. Okay, so we say the supremum here is what? Is 1. So S, the supremum, the sup of S is 1, and 1 is the element of S. This is important to state that 1 is the element of S. So these are numbers here, they converge to 0. They are approaching 0. Okay, so since they are approaching 0, we can say the infimum of the set is 0. Okay, and as 0 is not the element of S. Okay, as I have mentioned that the supremum and the infimum may or may not be the element of S. Okay, so they are not always the element of S, or they are not always the element, not the element of S. So they it depends, it depends to the set. Okay, and let's consider this example. S is equal to this interval, which is 0 comma 1. So this is our 0 comma 1, 0 and 1. So this is our S, this is our S. Okay, now the infimum here will be this one, this part. The infimum of S is 0, then the supremum of S is equal to 1. Okay, so now is 0 the element of S? No, it's not. So 0 is not the element of S. Is 1 the element of S? No, 1 is not the element of S. So that's very important to state. Don't just write that the supremum is 1, the infimum is 0. You should also state that these elements are not part of the set. They are not the elements of the set. Okay. So that's all for this video. Thank you. If you have a comment, please comment and like if you find the video interesting. Thank you.